Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-day marriages crumble as Gino tries to get Jasmine deported and Darcy challenges Georgi to file for divorce. Jasmine was also confronted about the $70,000 that Gino believes she owes him during the October 5th episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Trouble found both Jasmine and Darcy on the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, as both ladies battled their husbands over their deteriorating marriages. First, Darcy challenged her husband, Georgi, to file for divorce as tensions continue to rise following the rocky end. To their Bulgarian vacation, Darcy made the declaration during a feisty fancy dinner with her sister, her husband Florian, and their friends Svet and Roxy. After she and Georgi openly bickered about their fight in Bulgaria, communication issues, and more of their ongoing marital problems. After playing the blame game with each other, Georgi insisted that he felt he is always wrong in Darcy's eyes, making it difficult for him to open up to her. "Then don't be married," she exclaimed. "File for divorce. Is that what you want? Because that's what it feels like you want." Earlier in the day, Darcy expressed concerns about a relationship to Stacy after the twins took part in an aerial silks class in hopes of releasing old baggage and ushering in new, more positive energy. In a confessional, Darcy revealed that she and Georgi were barely speaking to each other following the big blow-up at the end of their trip a few days prior. "We haven't even talked to each other about what happened on our last night in Bulgaria," she explained. After the class, Darcy told Stacy that Georgi was hesitant to give me his half of the rent for the month upon returning home. Darcy later said Georgi eventually caved after she started a group chat with herself, her husband, and her dad. Darcy also suggested that rather than communicating with her, Georgi said he wants half his money back for her portion of the trip to Bulgaria. Stacy was astonished by the allegations, calling Georgi a greedy Mathorf. In response, "You deserve to be treated like a queen every day," Stacy told her twin, who feared her husband was trapped in an avoidant mindset. Their relationship, she later noted, had begun to feel like two ships passing by. Later that evening, Georgi seemed miserable as he sat across the table from his wife at dinner. In a confessional, Georgi admitted that he was still hurt by how the end of the trip to Bulgaria played out, and that things had gotten uncomfortable between him and his wife. "I'm not going to pretend that everything is okay when it's not really okay," he explained. Back at dinner, Darcy revealed that she was triggered by Georgi's suggestion that he was interested in traveling alone. But Georgi felt it was a misunderstanding, and she overreacted. "You disrespected me first by telling me I'm with you because I did this. For your money and all this," he explained. Darcy acknowledged her error, and later admitted that she still has healing work to do with herself. But she suggested Georgi needed to do the same. Still, Georgi felt that he sometimes couldn't pinpoint what exactly is wrong in certain circumstances, suggesting that it seemed like everything he did was wrong sometimes. "You know what? Keep blaming me," Darcy said sharply in a quiet tone. "He's never going to change. Only when and if he wants to for himself." "No, I'm always wrong," Georgi complained, causing Darcy's blood to boil. That's when she put divorce on the table, leaving the room in complete silence. "I think for her to just drop that whole thing on the table, I think was kind of like crazy," their friend Svet said in a confessional. "So something has had to happen that was bigger than this." Just what we heard. Also during the explosive episode, Gino finally called Jasmine and shared the scathing letter that he personally wrote to her, venting all of his feelings about their failed relationship at one point. Gino said it was obvious that Jasmine used him for a green card. "I find the timing of you receiving your green card and sleeping at Matt's house very significant," he explained in the call, later calling their marriage the biggest mistake of my life. "Oh my God," Jasmine groaned in response while sitting on her bed. But Gino demanded that he finish and went on to claim that Jasmine stabbed me in the back, used me, and broke my heart. Before the call, Gino told producers that he wanted to share his letter with Jasmine so he can close this chapter of my life and be done with. He then informed Jasmine that he felt let down by his now estranged wife. I really thought you loved me when we spoke for 3 years. While you were in Panama, he began. But Gino then suggested that things took a turn for the worse upon her arrival in the United States. You treated me horribly daily, he stated, and it was as though you never really wanted to be with me. After accusing Jasmine of using him for her green card, Gino then confronted her with the numbers he calculated while writing the letter. He went through his itemized list, including $40,000 for all I transferred to Panama, $10,000 for the wedding, $1,225 for her green card, $1,000 for his work on the K-1 visa process, and $5,000 for a divorce lawyer. So all this money adds up to a good $70,000. Gino shouted at Jasmine, "You never intended to be with me." This was an scam, and it's marriage fraud to the T, Jasmine maintained. She did nothing criminal and argued that the marriage didn't work while Matt watched helplessly from the doorway. But Gino disagreed with his wife. "You never did anything for me," he yelled, adding, "Go back to Panama." This caused Jasmine to burst into tears on the other end of the phone. "Leave me alone." Jasmine wailed, "You have never had empathy for me. The fact that you choose this moment just to trap me. What kind of person are you?" But Gino was furious. "What do you mean this moment, Jasmine? I just found out you're pregnant with some other guy's kid, and we were supposed to have a baby together." Jasmine reminded Gino that he was not interested in having sex with her before screaming, "You hate me," into her phone, but Gino contended you knew it was a scam from the beginning. "Okay, then go to immigration. Deport me. Go ahead." Jasmine wept, to which Gino replied, "I've already gone to immigration. You'll hear from them soon." Jasmine broke down even more and scolded Gino for making me sick over their marriage drama. From the door, Matt begged his girlfriend to calm down. But Gino was relentless. "I'm going to take action right away," he told his emotional wife, and she sobbed on the other end of the line. Before he could continue, Jasmine hung up the phone on him. Tears streamed down her face as Matt held his head in his hands behind her. Marriage is supposed to be about compromise, communication, and compassion, but on 90 Day, it's more like a battlefield where love letters are replaced with legal threats and affection turns to ammunition. Two once promising relationships are now burning to the ground in spectacular fashion. Gino and Jasmine's roller coaster has gone full demolition derby, while Darcy and Georgi are back in yet another emotional tug-of-war, proving that some couples just can't quit drama even when the ink on the marriage license is still wet. Let's unpack the carnage. Gino goes nuclear. "I'll get you deported." No one fights like Gino and Jasmine, and no one threatens harder. What started as petty bickering over toothbrush placement has evolved into full-scale emotional warfare. But now, Gino is done playing Mr. Nice Guy. The hat and the patience are off in a shocking escalation. Gino allegedly threatens to get Jasmine deported. Yes, deported. As in, one-way ticket back to Panama with no Taco Bell runs or Michigan meltdowns in sight. Jasmine, never one to back down, throws it right back at him. Tears streaming, mascara streaking, she hurls every insult in her arsenal. Liar, coward, emotionally constipated man-child. But beneath the fury is real fear. After everything she gave up, her country, her comfort, her dignity, the idea of being discarded like expired leftovers is devastating. And Gino, he's cold, detached almost, strategic, as if he's calculated every argument like a chess match and deportation is his final checkmate. But is it real or just another manipulative scare tactic? Would Gino actually pull the immigration plug? Or does he just finally want control in a relationship where he's always been second to Jasmine's whirlwind emotions? Either way, the love story is gone. What's left is paperwork, threats, and a marriage hanging by a government-issued thread. Meanwhile, Darcy pulls a power move while Jasmine might be facing deportation. Darcy Silva is handing out ultimatums like party favors. Queen of second chances, fourth engagements, and 12th emotional breakdowns. Darcy is officially done with husband Georgi Dash again, in classic Darcy fashion. She doesn't whisper her discontent, she broadcasts it. If you're really over this, then file for divorce. That's right. She's no longer begging him to love her. She's daring him to leave her.